Well, my day has been awkward. You wanna know why? I'll tell you why. Well, the thing is that with our school, um, they're very like strict on stuff. Like I've gotten in trouble for the most dumbest things I could probably imagine. And today is probably not the weirdest one because I've had some pretty weird ones, and those ones are just not gonna talk about those yet because those are probably gonna be for another video. But anyways, um, so today I was doing all my classes, and obviously I got in trouble for some really crappy things, such as telling jokes. Um, but so I was just doing my regular routine of daily, just daily schoolwork, and I have this thing called well, it's in fourth hour, but it's called Promise Fellows. And it's basically a thing to help out your grades and keep track of your stuff, So during my hours when I was getting ready to go to lunch, like it was like 30 minutes before, we usually do this thing called locker checks, which is basically um you go up to your locker and you show them your locker and show you how clean it is and all your stuff is organized. So while I was doing that, apparently someone from in the locker bay, I don't know where. I don't know if it was in the sixth grade wing, seventh grade wing, eighth grade wing. Phone, shut up! You're annoying me. Um, but apparently there's this person who goes around during some hours and like steals locks from other people's lockers and like put them on other people's lockers. So basically, like they look around for a lock that hasn't been unlocked. Well, that hasn't been locked. They take that lock, look for a second lock that isn't locked. They take that lock and then they switch it. So it was like 1, 2, 3, 4, and 3 and 1 were unlocked. They would grab 1 and 3, and then they would just switch it. And then the people who have those lockers get really pissed, and then they tell the principal. And on that day, I was wearing my big gigantic Pug Life shirt. I don't have my webcam, so you guys can't see it on me. But um, so obviously school has cameras. I mean, it's just 2016 here. You can give it the freaking program. Um, but in the camera, it's full color. Like it's not always I think it is. But it's not like like the 1999 freaking cameras that are just black and white. No, no. I think that these are just regular colors, like this stuff right here. So on the cameras, they apparently thought it was me, and here's the thing: they can see me walking around during the day with the cameras. So if they thought it was me, don't you think they would look around for me in the thing and see if I'm actually doing it still? Plus, you can see on the cameras if I'm wearing a big pug shirt or not. So the person who stole it apparently looked like me, had a shirt similar, but it's a big flippin' pug, a pug life shirt. I mean, it's a big pug with a white sweatshirt on. Big, like as big as an actual shirt. So during my science hour, I'm doing my lab and stuff. A thing that is due the next day. Well, it was actually due that hour, but it was like 15 minutes in, so it was due that hour. And for some reason, they called up to the science and they talked to the teacher. Like our teacher likes to be funny, so it was like pizza. Well, you like some pepperonis? Okay. And he goes over to me and says, "Okay, you need to go down to the office and bring all your stuff there." So I'm like, like in my head, I thought like my mom, like mom or like my dad, like scheduled like a doctor's appointment or something. But what I was really confused about is why they told me to bring my stuff down. Why I was confused about that is because if I'm going somewhere, you would usually put the stuff in your backpack or something with that as like something due, and then you finish it that like the next day. So, or I thought like I told a bad joke or something, or if I did something wrong. I don't know. But I went down to the principal's office and I sat there, and a person from my promised fellow class came out of there looking like he just like got caught stealing his first pack of cigarettes, you know. And I walk in there, I'm like, did they like do something in like the promised fellow things? Or like, is there terrorists in here? And I walked in there, and then there was a police officer right there, you know. So I sat down, and like they introduced themselves and all stuff like that. So I go in there and I sit down, you know, and they're like taking like like they're like, hello, my name's blah blah blah, and there's a chart right next to there. I don't know if it was like full of like names or something that they're trying to figure it out. But they said, we think we caught you on camera stealing people's locks and putting them in other people's lockers. I'm like you know, you wouldn't say, well, are you guys dumb? It's not me. That is what I thought in my head, because I was wearing my big pug shirt. Like, seriously, you should at least be able to see my big pug shirt. So if they could see me walking around, then they would see me. Then obviously, yeah, I'm a big thing. But my gosh, like, if they don't have a big pug shirt on, then why are you interviewing me? Anyways, back to the story. So I'm lecturing on like it's not me, and they're like, you do realize that if you're lying to us, you're gonna be in super duper duper big trouble. And like I'm like, you know, you know, like that dumb thing that people are like, are you sure you don't want to do it? Yes. Are you sure? Yes. Are you super duper sure? Yes. Positive? Yes. Like seriously, like that was seriously what they're doing for 5 minutes, just trying to just get me to say yes I did, but it wasn't me. So they're like, okay, we're gonna go check the cameras and see if it was actually you. I'm like, okay, I leave, I sit down, and in my head I'm like, are you serious? Why would you check the cameras again if I'm already down here? Like, you know? Like, again, I keep on bringing this up, but I have a big pug shirt on. Like, you know? Like, ready? I'm gonna go over to Google Images, okay? Images. Okay. Pug Life shirt. Alright. I had this on. Okay? It's so big, like, you could easily see that. Actually, no, it's actually this shirt. Well, the exact same shirt. Anyways, I had that shirt, and you could easily see it on the camera. I mean, I wasn't able to see it on the camera because obviously I'm not allowed to go and look on there. But then they came back and just said, okay, it's not you. You can head back to your class now. And then they gave me a pass. I'm like, I spent 20 minutes in your office of seriously of you lecturing me, saying no, increasing my moments to say no. Like, but I don't know what it is, man. Like, you know, like if you get accused of something, like I've been getting like pulled into crap I didn't do even. Like, that was one of them. And then there's like this one time of like people being like jerks to each other, and apparently one of them they thought was like me. So I got accused of bullying people. When really, like, I'm like the goody two shoes kid. Like, you know, like from me, I look like one of like those kids who be like having like bad stuff in, like their lockers and stuff. Actually, no, not really like that. You know, like one of those people who doesn't care about school, all stuff like that. But really, like inside, like my heart is like a freaking like, it's like brighter than this pink. Like it's like I'm like the Romeo, or like the goody two shoes kid, you know. And like seriously, but I'm thinking about doing like story times like every like Wednesday or something. You know, like Wednesday something. I need to find a cool tune to it. But yeah, I'm thinking about doing like gaming videos um every Tuesday and like and Thursday. Story times and on Wednesday, and maybe like vlogs on Friday if I feel like it, and like well, like Friday is what is, and Monday is whatever I want, and Friday will probably be vlogs. So you guys should expect me to be um on YouTube more. So alright, so that's the end of the video. Before I end this video, if you haven't, please smash that like button. That would help me out so much. And if you haven't already, hit subscribe. And I will see all of you pugs in the next video. Bye bye.